Sitting in one of Oakville's most prestigious neighborhoods in southeast Oakville lies 1534 OAKHILL Drive, and this is a brand new, fully custom 7,500 square foot home. My name is Austin Furtado, and in this episode we're going to be touring this one-of-a-kind home here in southeast Oakville, built by award-winning luxury home builder PCM, designed by Brian Glukstein and Canadian Architect Richard Wengle. This home has 5 bedrooms, 5 bath, 7,500 square foot of total living, including a home cinema and fitness center. This home is listed by Shelly Gracey from Remax Twin City and is asking just under $5.4 million. So one of the unique things that I love about this house is actually how far the house is set back on the lot. Here we have a 105 by 150 lot, giving it a lot of privacy from that main road. And when a buyer is spending this amount of money on a property like this, that's exactly what they're going to be looking for. And now standing here, one thing that I think would be a great addition to the house is if you can imagine this house being fully gated, giving it actually more privacy and adding to that overall experience of this amazing home. From the street, you enter the property onto this massive driveway that can accommodate up to 16 cars, done in both a promenade paver and art line paver. As we walk toward the front entry, I want to point out the contrast between the white stucco and black accents throughout the exterior of this home that really make it stand out. You know how they say first impressions are everything? Well, when your guests come visit you at this house, they're not going to be disappointed on what they see. So let's begin this tour and get out of the cold and show you what's on the other side of these doors. As soon as you walk into the home, you're greeted by this commanding entryway, which has an incredible double-heighted ceiling, making this home seem larger than life. This foyer definitely sets the stage for how PCM has built this home with a level of detail that's just in this one room alone. You know you've entered a place of luxury when you're walking into a home like this. As we leave the foyer area of this home and cross over to the hall into the family room, what I like to call more of the great room, you're going to see that this room is packed with small little details and it is perfect for entertaining. One of the things that I love about it is the amount of natural light that comes flooding through this space, and that is due to 2 reasons. One, we have this double-story heighted black accented window, but on the top we actually have that same fluted panel that comes across that skylight that we have above. Now, one of the more unique things that I haven't seen in a lot of the properties is how they've actually accented that skylight with additional lighting. So if I come over here and I flick on the switch and flick it back on, you're gonna see that it just really defines that skylight even more. So other than the double-sided fireplace, which I'll get to as we enter into the kitchen a little bit more, is going to be if you look up and you look around the surrounding double-story area, you're gonna see 3 Juliet balconies. And while I'm in this space, it's giving me flashbacks to those older movies where the wealthy family would have their friends or family over, and the owners of the home would stand at the very top and they're about to give a speech to all their guests. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'd just like to take this brief second to thanking each and every one of you for taking the time out of your busy days to watch this video. Now, if you guys are liking what you see so far, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for future videos. And at the end of the video, let us know what your favorite part of this tour was. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the tour. So as we continue this tour, we're gonna come through our great room and into our separate living room space. And in here, if one sitting area wasn't enough, we have a completely separate sitting area overlooking the backyard. But on this area, we have this really nice upholstered wall that gives it a really cozy and warm feel. But as I'm in this area right now, it's set up with additional seating. But what I can almost picture in this room is gonna be maybe like a grand piano or even a bar server area, which would add to the addition of this entertaining space. Now leaving the living room, we make our way into the den and office area. The theme of this home is opulent to the max, and despite the overall size of each room provides a very intensive and unique feel, and this area here makes for a great space to work from home. This home office / study has plaster crown molding on the ceiling and a deep rich blue textured wallpaper on the walls, and you'll also notice throughout the home the custom air returns that simply disappear into the walls. As we pass through our foyer space, once again, we're entering into our formal dining room, which is currently set up for seating of 8. But one of the things that I want to bring your attention to is the textured wallpaper. And this is something that's grown on me in a lot of the houses that I've been entering lately. And I think it's just because the wallpaper gives every room a very unique character and unique feel. And you're gonna see across the back here, the windowsills are actually painted the same color to match both the textured wallpaper as well as the curtains, giving you that very seamless executive look.
From the dining area, we cross over the hallway and head into the kitchen.
This whole entire home is packed with small little details, and this kitchen is no exception. Here we have our center island that can easily accommodate 4 seating across, that is built out of this travertine stone. And along this side, this is where we have that same stone cladded, covering up some of the cabinet spaces as well as some of our appliances. Over here, this is where we have our dishwasher, and a small little cool unique feature that I haven't seen before is this is a feature for those busy days where you're cooking up a storm in your kitchen, you got your hands full, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna slide your foot across the top and your garbage and recycling bin is going to come shooting out at you, and then you can basically close once you're finished. On this side of the island, this is where we're gonna have our microwave. Lastly, about the center island is the attention to detail, which really sets the stage for the rest of the house. And it's this reveal that they've wrapped around and have this really sharp edge. And it's just something that you typically don't see that just brings this house to a whole entire new level. Across the back of this kitchen, you're obviously gonna see our 4-burner stove and oven across the bottom. We have these 2 glass fluted panels, and on one side, this is where we're gonna have additional pantry space for all your cups, plates, and everything else like that. And we also have another cabinet on the bottom, good use for pots and pans. But on this side, this is where we're gonna have our concealed fridge and freezer. So I'll open this up. This is where you're gonna have your fridge access. And on the bottom here, this is gonna be your freezer. And once again, that black accent that really gives that contrast between the black and whites are carried through this space as well. From where we are right now in the house, it is kind of far from the actual main entrance. So I think what they've done a really good job is thinking about the person that's going to be living here. So this door here actually gives you access to the main driveway. So this is for, you know, those cold winters or those days that you're doing grocery shopping. You come through this door and you lead into your kitchen. So for me, if this was going to be a place that I live in, this almost becomes your main point of entry of this house. And over here, this is where we're going to have access to our garage door. But what I want to show you is going to be what your guests are going to be really impressed and wowed by when they come visit you. And it's going to be this powder room off the hallway.
This washroom is a work of art where they pulled out all the stops. From the classic stone pattern they did on the floors to the nickeled vanity and stone top. Lastly, they got adventurous and did a panel detail where the walls are done in a thin molding inset with metallic wallpaper.
Now leading back into this main hallway, one of the things that you're going to see is this backlit LED custom curio cabinet that is going to be like a focal point of this hallway. But leading back over to this side, one of my favorite parts about this kitchen is going to be the double-sided fireplace that I showed you before in the great room. And I don't know if you remember, but this double-sided fireplace, once again, has the reveals, but one of my favorite things is almost that contrast between light and dark. So on this side, we have the lighter side, and on the great room, that's where we have the darker side that I think gives it a really nice feel. But lastly, it's gonna be the sitting area. So not only do we have 4 seating across the island here, we also have this bench along the back and then an additional seating for 4 for this table overlooking into the very private backyard space. Leading off the kitchen area, this is where we're gonna have our raised patio area that's gonna give us access to our barbecue and hot tub area, which is perfectly located for those cold winter nights where you don't have to walk too far from your back doors into your hot tub to enjoy the evening. Although these 2 patio areas are currently not furnished, I want you guys to picture this area here being your outdoor dining set. And all the way over here, this would be your sitting area that overlook over to your fireplace. And that just adds to the whole entire aspect. This house is really built for entertaining, no matter if it's inside or out.
From the main hall, we can see the staircase, which is done in the same stone as the kitchen island, that has these really nice wide steps leading to the 2nd floor. The first thing you'll notice is the balcony, which we saw before, overlooking the 2-story family room.
Welcome to the master bedroom. And in this area, if you guys come inside, you guys are gonna see it's divided into a couple different sections. Firstly, on the right-hand side, you're gonna see a chic makeup station that has perfect lighting, as well as this really large mirror for getting ready in the morning. And then on this side, you're gonna have these 2 pocket doors that have this concealed hardware that pops out, which is really nice for privacy. But as you guys come into this master ensuite and check out the double vanity that we have across with this porcelain countertop and nickel faucet. But one of the unique features, obviously, as you can see as you guys come into this space, is this Japanese-inspired slotted wall that perfectly divides the shower space as well as the water closet, really making this tub the center focal point of this whole entire ensuite. Throughout this tour, we've talked about how this house has gone over the top on some of its features. And in this water closet alone, one of the things that I want to point out is in a lot of these custom homes, people are probably going to spend $1,500 on one of their toilets, even in their master ensuite. But in here, I'll let that do all the talking. Now that just opened up without even me touching anything. This toilet here is probably around $3,500 and has an abundance of features that you could probably spend way too much time in here playing around with. But once again, that just goes over to the quality and value within this house. So once you're done getting ready in the morning, you're gonna head out this way and head over to your master bedroom area. But before you get there, you might wanna stop off at your walk-in closet that is fully customized with all your millwork, perfect for storage and organization on that side. And then as we walk a little bit further, we have our Juliet balcony that overlooks the great room. And then finally back into our master bedroom area where you can see a really nice king-size bed overlooking your very private backyard.
Two of the bedrooms on the second floor share a Jack and Jill styled bathroom, including a double sink vanity with a private water closet and shower. The fourth bedroom has its very own ensuite and is decorated with a black and charcoal style. The second floor also offers a walk-in linen closet with a washer-dryer combination. Okay, so now that we've seen both the main floor and the second, it's time for me to take you to my favorite part of the home, the basement. As we head down these stairs, you'll notice the strikingly wide staircase once again carried to the lower level. And when we come to the landing, we'll notice the two wine cabinets done in that black detailing that are waiting to keep your wine bottles at the optimum temperature and secure.
And in the center of this area, we have this custom table acting as an island with seating on both ends. And on this side, this is where the party will get started with our wine chiller. And on the opposite end, this area really lends itself to a perfect games night with the friends and family. And for those that might not want to partake in a game of Jenga, there is an opposite end seating area so everyone feels included in this space. As we head across the games table over onto this side of the basement, you're going to see these large glass doors that open up into our fitness center. So touring a lot of these luxury homes, I've had the opportunity of seeing a lot of fitness centers, but I was actually really surprised at the space that this one had. From the ceiling heights to the oversized window bringing a lot of that natural light in. But we all know no fitness center is complete without an oversized TV and floor-to-ceiling mirrors to admire all our hard work. So I've left one of my favorite parts about this house to almost the very end. And it is here in this basement. I don't know if you've been able to tell as we were down here, but over here we have this solid wall. Or is it solid? Because if I come over here and I give this wall a light push, we're entered into one of my favorite rooms of the house. Welcome to the home cinema. And as I told you, this is one of my favorite rooms in the house. I almost feel like Batman going to his Batcave or 007 with his secret entrance. But this room, as you can see, it's currently set up for 6, but if you look at the space of this room, you can get really creative and get cozy, throw some beanbag chairs, throw some blankets on the ground, have everyone over in this one room to watch a movie on this massive projector. And some things that they did to just really accent the places, you can see across the whole entire room. They've added some movie posters. They've added the curtains on the side to give it that real cinema feel. But one of my favorite things that they did that just, I think, gives it that little bit of accent that really makes it stand out is along the top, you can see all the accent and lighting that they've done with LED lightings, really just making this whole entire room pop.
Over on this side of the basement, we have the very private guest suite or nanny suite, which has access to a semi-private 3-piece washroom.
All right, to end off this tour, we're standing in front of the main laundry room, but it's not just a laundry room. So come on and take a look at this multi-purpose space. As you come in here, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely hate laundry day. But for some reason, standing in here now, laundry day doesn't seem like it would be that bad. And this area could be used for multi-purposes. Like you could do arts and crafts, a homework station for the kids. It was Christmas not too long ago, so that's why you're gonna see some wrapping stations around. On this side, you're gonna have a washer and dryer, but you also behind me have another washer and dryer. So no matter how many people are living in this house can handle it. And then talk about storage, right? When have you seen a laundry room space have this much storage all across and all wrapping around this whole entire space? And just like that, guys, today's tour is coming to an end. And if you liked today's video, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you want to see more tours of these luxury homes, comment down in the comment box, more luxury homes. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video.